guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back for another video. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I am so excited to finally get this out. I'm so sorry it's taken a little bit of time. Hopefully you can all forgive me, and I am a fond believer in that it's never too late to start something new. It's never too late to set goals or dreams or all of that good stuff. So even if you're stumbling across this video and it's halfway through 2021 or it's the end of 2021, it is never too late, and I just want that to be kind of like my core message in this video. If there's something that you want to do, it's definitely within reach, and I believe that wholeheartedly. If you're new here, hello, hi. I would love it if you guys could stop by, check out my content, make sure to subscribe. I'll also leave a little link below to my Instagram page. Pop it on the screen for you guys now so you can go and see a little bit more about me. I'm very active over there, and also here on YouTube. Today's video is going to be essentially my goals for 2021, what I have planned, some really exciting projects that I haven't spoken about until now, and I cannot wait to tell you a little bit more information about that. I also want to talk to you guys about some things that I had planned for this year prior, what we did, what maybe we didn't do, and just why this is so important to me and how it's helped me so much through my life, setting goals and targets. That is a lot of rambling. I have quite a lot to talk to you guys about. I don't really know what order I'm going to do this in. I'm just going to kind of pick at things and I guess get started. I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about my goals and aspirations for 2021. I've actually made this little virtual mood board this year. I hope you guys can see that. I'll also pop it on the screen. I just made this on an app called Canva, which I'll drop a link to below if you're interested in making it. And what I essentially do is I'll set this as my background for my laptop and my iPad, potentially my phone as well, because then I'm seeing my goals every single day and I'm kind of not forgetting about them and hopefully working towards my goals. I'm going to talk to you personally about my goals going into the new year, what I really want to get started on. Something I do want to touch on super quickly is I've been doing this forever and a lifetime. I'm going to leave a link below to somebody called Amber Shoal. She is someone that has inspired me this whole time I've been on YouTube, and she was kind of the person that sort of founded this idea for me about vision boards, dream boards. She's such a good YouTuber and I really recommend her if you want a little bit of inspo. Been doing this for a couple of years. This was my 2008 goals. Then I made one for 2019, 2018, made one for 2019. I also made one for 2020, but I don't even know where that notebook is because I also use my notebooks as a diary. So you guys might know I love to write in a diary. I find it very therapeutic. It's always worked for me and I really recommend it. Even if you don't get a moment to write in it every single day, once a week, setting aside a couple of minutes to write your emotions of the week, feelings, things that have happened, not only feels great for me on an emotional level, but I love reading these back. I think they're just brilliant, and in years to come when I'm 80 years old, I think I will love reading my old diaries back of when I had teenage drama going on in my life. So I always do that, and I did do that for 2020, but it's quite a sort of toxic space to be in, that diary, and I kind of want to forget about it a little bit, hence me not having that one on hand, but I do have one for 2020. This year was such a roller coaster, I think, for so many of us. I don't want to talk about it too much just because it wasn't the best for so many people. The one core thing that I feel I really achieved in 2020, and that was my kind of main goal, is YouTube. I feel like I hit not only 100k, I also hit 150k this year. Crazy in 2020. And I felt like it really became a reality. My dream really became a reality. So I have to credit it to something. I have to give some positivity to the year. And the fact that that kind of became true, I think is something which I'll always hold on for. And I feel very grateful for. Going into this new year, let's talk about some of my new goals. I'm really scared to talk about it because, you know, it's a lot and I have a lot of big plans, but I think unless you speak about things and kind of put them out into the universe, then they're never going to become a reality. So that pressure of having them now documented here is more than enough for me to hopefully get some of these things done in this year. I think from what you can see, the little mood board here, one of the little quotes that I have here says, "You are what you listen to," and that is going to be in reference to hopefully mine and Emily's podcast. So this is something that Emily and I have been, Emily Philpott here on YouTube, speaking about for ages. Honestly, probably since like the first couple of times that we met, we wanted to do a podcast. And just various things were happening. I feel like it wasn't a priority of ours. Then 2020 happened. We didn't see each other that often. There was no sort of structure. We didn't know what was going on. So it got put on the, you know, back burner, like definitely forgotten about. That for us is such a key thing going into 2021, a podcast, and also that goes hand in hand with a meetup. I cannot believe in all my years of doing YouTube that I haven't had a moment where we all collectively meet up. I love bumping into you guys, it's like the best thing, but I really want to do something with Em where like we meet a lot of you guys. I think that would be so amazing. So the podcast and the meetup are two things that we have to make happen this year. We have so many big plans for the podcast. We already know what sort of topics we want to be speaking about. We want to make it like a girly chat where you guys feel like we are your older sisters. We talk about things openly and honestly, but we give our opinions, we give our experiences, and it's just very chilled and laid back. I want it to be a really welcoming space for everyone, not of a specific age, gender, like none of that. I just want everyone to feel welcome when they put that podcast on. So that's a huge thing for us that we definitely want to make happen in 2021. Next up on the mood board, you guys might be able to see a little pic of Kim K and her in some kind of loungewear. This might hint to something that I have been wanting to do probably since I was like 14 or 15. And that is have my own brand. I've always wanted to have my own brand. There's never really been a right time to talk about that on here. I'm very nervous talking about it just because you never know what's going to happen. You know, I don't have like anything set in physical stone, so I never want to say things and then they don't happen. But I genuinely know and believe that 2021 will hopefully be the launch of a very exciting project, a very exciting brand, some things that I am currently planning with alongside my sister, if you guys know her here on this channel. So yeah, we've got loads of ideas. Things are kind of starting to happen and slowly start moving. I can't say too much, but definitely like look out for some exciting hints coming to my YouTube channel and hopefully coming within the kind of summertime of this year. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, and that's a really big thing. But like I said, I don't want to mention too much just because I'm nervous to put that out into the world. I'm nervous to even talk about that here on my YouTube channel. I think with obviously influencers or people that like to do YouTube and stuff, there's a lot of pressure, and I totally feel that with this project, and I want to get it right, and there's so many things that I know I'm probably going to learn along the way. I'm kind of accepting that things aren't going to go perfectly the first time around, and you sort of learn as you grow. But yeah, that is something that I'm not only manifesting, I know it's going to be a reality. So I'm so excited to share that and the journey of that with you guys. I want to film all the behind the scenes of that project and what kind of went on. So yeah, first time I'm talking about that here. Really, really nervous. The thing you guys might see is a house. This is something I get asked about a lot. So if you're new to my channel, I will be turning 25 in February. I currently live at home with my family. I love my house. I love my home. I'm really close with my family. Like, love that I can work from home and that my family allow me to do that and stuff. I do feel like at this age, at 25, I wanted to have something that I own, some bricks and mortar as they say, that is my own place. When I was younger, I definitely think I thought, oh, when I move in with a boyfriend, we'll move in together and have our own property and stuff like that. That's just not been the way the universe has worked for me yet in my life. But I don't want to not live until I meet someone else. Like, that just seems crazy. So I am looking to move out. So many of you guys ask me if I'm ever even thinking about it. Trust me, I am. I'm putting it into existence. I've been saving for so long. But A, it's a really expensive process. B, especially with the current climate, it's really difficult. Not only economically, but also like literally to look at houses and stuff. So there's a lot of things on that list, but that is definitely something that I want to make happen in 2021 to hopefully have my own space, my own place. We will see. You guys know I rented whilst I was at university, and I know it totally works well for some people. After renting for 3 years at uni, I just kind of saw the amount of money that I put into my rent that I could have potentially saved for a deposit. So I'm really interested in actually purchasing, that's so scary, my own house. Again, definitely something that I'm going to document here on this channel. Moving vlogs, interior design stuff. You guys know I love anything like that. Pinterest ideas and all of that stuff. So hopefully that's something that's going to be coming. We'll have to wait and see. Another thing you guys can probably see is I also have my YouTube and Instagram little handles just kind of on there, just to remind me that I always want to grow and I always want to be producing really good content for you guys. I think as I've sort of got a little bit older, it's definitely become less about the numbers and so much more about my connection and relationship with you. I want to have the best community here on the internet, and I want to have the best relationships, and I think that's the core thing for me this year, is spending more time replying to my DMs, talking to you guys, being super active on my social handles, That's something that I'm really passionate and interested in. Whereas I would say like a few years ago, it was definitely more about like goals. And there's still like targets I'd love to hit, especially with Instagram. I'd love to hit 100k. But I think that's definitely just become a little bit more on the side, because I feel like I hit that in 2020 when I achieved 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which was always my dream from a really small age, like literally from 14. I like thought that was just like wow. So I think because I've kind of done that, for me now I've realized it's less about that and it's more about the relationships I have with you that are just so much more important to me. Next up, you guys will see I have a lot of travel pictures on here. I have two kind of locations in mind. The first one and the key one, and the place that just has such a special place in my heart, is Paris. I love Paris. I've been to Paris quite a few times and I just will never get over how beautiful it is, and I just feel so happy when I'm there. My dream for this year was to fly out to Paris for my 25th birthday, which now is not going to happen because we're obviously in a lockdown, but I wanted to be there and buy my first Chanel handbag on the inside the Chanel store that's on Rue Cambon. Rue de Cambon? I don't know. That was kind of like my dream, and it's kind of hit me that it's probably not going to happen in February. But I'm not putting it off entirely. I'm hoping that it will still happen at some point next year, just to go to Paris in general, hopefully to buy a Chanel. You have to have a couple materialistic things on your board. So that's definitely one of them. But I've kind of got my head around the idea that with the price increases so much with Chanel, I am considering buying a vintage rather than a new classic flap. So we'll have to see. But yeah, that's definitely, we've got to put that on the mood board, guys. We've got to visualize what we want in life. Another thing I have up here on my mood board is money, money, money. Now, money doesn't equal happiness. I totally believe that. Health is the most important thing, and core things in your life, like a roof over your head, food in the fridge. But just from like a selfish, very like, you know, I guess it's not selfish. Why should I say it's selfish? That's such a bad thing. Like, men who are like bosses would never say that's selfish to consider that they want to make money. I don't think that's something, I think as women, we're scared to say, I want to be a successful woman and I want to make money and I want to have my own brand and I want to do this. We're scared to say that in fear of coming across too aggressive. Screw that. If that's what you want, go out and get it. So I think unfortunately money just does make people more comfortable, and I kind of just put that there as a visual representation of success. Success does not necessarily mean materialistic things, but I just want to have some success in 2021, I think is what I was trying to manifest with those visuals on the board. I have a couple quotes that are so important for this year, particularly for me. The first one being, I am creating the life of my dreams. After watching Amber Scholl's video, she talks a lot about what would you do if you woke up in so-and-so's life, and we have this kind of idea like, I would do this, I would do that if I woke up as so-and-so. What about if you'd wake up as yourself? What would you do? What would you actively start doing to create the life of your dreams? So for me, that is such a good quote that I really want to carry through. And then another one that I have is, the whole story is about you. You are the main character energy. I watched The Holiday over Christmas. There's a part in the movie where Kate Winslet is talking about being the leading lady of your own life. That's the same kind of energy I want. Main character energy, leading lady energy. I definitely want to like live my life for me, not for other people. I also think I want to be surrounding myself with people that want to lift me up and support that kind of rhetoric, not necessarily like want the limelight. I think I went through a phase in my life when I was really young, 14, 15, and I had set so many boundaries about what I expected from so many different scenarios. School, friends, family, like the list is endless, men, like boyfriends. And as I've got older, I've so become like, can't be bothered for a row or whatever it might be. And I go, oh, just let them do that. Or, oh, Georgia, do you want to do that? Oh, yeah, I'll just do this. Or, oh, I've become kind of too easygoing. And I kind of want to go back to like setting boundaries for myself. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to make these things a reality. Another thing I would really recommend if you guys are wanting to kind of start doing something similar is a notebook. These notebooks are not cheap, they are spenny, but they have such fabulous things in them, guys. They organize your life so well. They kind of set like, oh, we've got to cover that up because that's got some secret info in there, but they sort of set goals for you, like what you want to do each month, like what kind of turnover do you want for your business. Like honestly, I cannot recommend them enough. They come in these really nice boxes as well, so they are a lovely gift. I also have my new notepad going into the new year. This one is from Anthropology and it just has my initial on it, and I just really like a basic kind of little notepad to keep in my handbag. at all times. So those are my goals going into the new year, and just some kind of chatty advice, I guess. I hope you like this video. It's so different for me, but I feel like starting afresh kind of means putting things out there. I never offload to you guys, I never talk to you about my personal life, but I definitely want to make that more of a thing this year. I think I just have such a wall. Yeah, I think I'm extremely protective over my friends and family, and kind of like this separate life that I have from YouTube, and this like thing where I'm like with them all the time, and I really value my relationships with those people so much that I'm so protective of them, and hence I don't really put too much of that online. And I think I need to kind of get over that a little bit this year, and just, you can't keep everything sheltered. And if I want to have an amazing relationship with you guys, and I want to sit down and do videos like this and open up to you, then I need to offload something as well. I can't expect you to all be so open and me not give that in return. So that's something I'm definitely going to try and do a little bit more of this year, and hopefully you liked this kind of sit down chatty style of video. I'd love to know what you guys think of it in the comment section below. Let me know if this is a style of video you want me to carry on doing. Honestly guys, I truly do believe that if you work hard, write down your goals, focus on them so much, and prioritize what you kind of want out of this life, then it can happen. I wanted to do this for so long, and there's a really old clip on my channel somewhere. Honestly, I have no idea where it's from, but it's whilst I was at university, I did a Q&A, and someone said to me like, would you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? And I'm really kind of shy on the video, and I sort of laugh, and I'm like, yeah, as if that's ever gonna happen. And I think at that point I had like 3,000 subscribers or something. So it can happen, like it is a reality. It's happened to me, and I can't believe it. So just want to give that like little piece of, I don't know if it's advice or just like what happened to me experience out there. I'll obviously be bringing you guys along with me on this crazy journey again this year. That is kind of like my life, and see what we get up to. I have so many big plans, and I'm really excited to see what happens. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, and also keep updated here on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have so many fun things coming up this year, and there's a couple of kind of giveaways that I want to do around my birthday, because I just think that could be super fun. So keep your eyes peeled, so much good content coming your way. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so excited for 2021. Positive energy, good vibes, and I'll speak to you all in my next video. Bye guys!